HECS or HELP is often called the best loan you'll ever get. So, should a graduate put their money to work elsewhere? Or should we be paying down our student loans as quickly as possible? A common question. Now, this video was inspired by a conversation with a member whose payroll officer told her that she should pay off her HECS before making additional salary sacrifice contributions. Nothing like some unsolicited financial advice from payroll. Debt management and repayment, like all financial decision-making areas, is personal. We each have different risk appetites, goals for the future, and resources, knowledge, and support networks to draw from. I can't provide financial advice tailored to your personal circumstance, and always we recommend seeking professional and financial advice before making important financial decisions. I hope this video will help you to demystify some of the hearsay around repaying HECS or HELP debt, so you can be equipped with great questions to ask and resources to explore to make the best financial decision for you and your situation. Let's start with the basics. What is HECS or HELP or student debt? When you attend university or an improved higher education provider, you can get a HECS or HELP loan to pay for your studies. There are two brilliant things about these Australian student loans. Firstly, HELP is known as an income contingent loan, meaning repayments are only collected once your income meets a threshold. For example, for the 2021 financial year, you only need to start making compulsory repayments to your student debt once you're earning over $46,620 a year. And the compulsory repayment rates start at 1% of your taxable income on this lower threshold and rise by income bands up to 10% once you're earning over $136,000. So also the employer withholds this repayment alongside your withholding tax. So I'll include the links to find all these repayment rates and thresholds in the comments below, as well as the ATO study and training loan repayment calculator that can help you determine the amount of your compulsory repayment for the various student loan accounts. And these include your higher education loan program or HELP, vet student loans, or VSL, student financial supplement scheme, student startup loans, ab-study, and trade support loans. So the second benefit of these student loans is that they're low interest. These loans don't attract interest, but they do increase annually in line with CPI, or the Consumer Price Index, or our cost of living. So on the 1st of June each year, this indexation is applied. So that means the real value of the loan is being adjusted in line with the changes to our cost of living. For example, the 2020 indexation rate is 1.8%. So with these benefits, is it ever worth us paying off our student loans earlier? The general consensus on student debt seems to be set and forget, it'll take care of itself. To understand why, let's revisit from a couple of videos ago our now soon later debt repayment plan. Remember this one? So if you have high interest credit card debt, for example, mathematically you can get ahead faster and waste less money on interest repayments by prioritizing paying off your highest interest rate loans first. In your early career days, of course, this approach may make sense as it's a bit more exciting to be focusing on your lifestyle demands like buying a car or traveling or saving for a home deposit, and even your wealth creation, acquiring wealth creation assets like putting money towards personal super contributions or savings or investments outside of super. So, as always, this is a personal decision, and it needs to be understood that, of course, mathematically focusing on the highest interest rates debts can help you get ahead. However, as with all debts, health debt is still compounding over time, albeit at this lower rate. So at some point, it may make sense and feel right for you to start making voluntary contributions. This helps pay down the loan faster, and once paid off, your wages are no longer getting deducted. So effectively, you experience a pay rise that can then be channeled to your next goal. If you do decide to make voluntary contributions, it's a good tip to make them before the 1st of June each year, because that's when the indexation is applied. The most important thing is, when it comes to all debt repayment and all financial decision making, is knowing where you're at, and each year making a decision that's right for you and your goals and your personal situation. You can find out a running total of your student debt left to repay, the indexation that's been applied to your debt, any repayments you've been made, by logging on to the ATO's online services through MyGov. If you need to create a MyGov account, I'll include some of these links. You can just go to ato.gov.au/online loan balance. And obviously, if you already have a MyGov account, you can log in and check this info anytime. So importantly, if you feel like you're struggling to make your compulsory student loan repayments or your overseas levy, there may be some options to relieve your stress. So depending on your situation, you might be eligible for to apply for payment or deferral plans. So visit studyassist.gov.au to find out more about this. So if you're finding your student debt stressful while you're in repayment phase, try to focus on what your study has enabled you to do and achieve in your life. Remember, what you focus on, you create.